Alright guys, what is up and welcome back to Garry's mod. Today we're going to be taking a look at this awesome Crysis mod that's also a mixture of other Crysis mods. It was originally going to be the Crysis weapons mod, but as you guys can see we came in here in this lovely Halo ODST kind of pack looking thing, and this thing is freaking awesome. So we're on this island guys that looks for some reason oddly familiar, but anyway, yeah, we're going to be taking a look at the Crysis weapons pack, as well as I'm going to demonstrate this right here, which is the Crysis HUD, and this thing is freaking boss. If you guys couldn't see already, we actually already have a heads-up display for our weapons and our map as well. What is this? It's like some kind of spaceship thing. Strange. Looks like someone crashed. What the? Alright. Anyway, guys, the video again is going to be all about Crysis, and I am really excited about this. And by the way, the people who suggested this will be right down below. Thank you for your suggestion, by the way. And we're going to get right into this. We have some weapons to look at. I'm going to demonstrate some powers, and we're going to be shooting at some NPCs. Also, one second. As you guys can see, we are actually playing as the Prophet himself, guys, or whoever you want to call it. This is from Crysis 2, so technically we are playing as Alcatraz. And we all know Alcatraz, guys. He's pretty cool. And yeah, he's just chilling here, so we're going to go back in third person and demonstrate some of these weapons. Alright guys, so here we are. So again, this island looks somewhat familiar, but I can't quite put my name on what kind of mod used to be here. So the first weapon we have is the AY-69. I'm not even going to make a 69 joke. So we're going to kill some Odessas. Actually, no. Whole new thing, guys. We're going to kill some Crysis soldiers from the actual Crysis game, just to get the real Crysis feel for this. Also demonstrate some powers. Here we go. Alright, so I've summoned a few soldiers just to really demonstrate this SMG's power. Now guys, I want to warn you guys one thing real quick. These guns don't mess around. You guys are going to see here in a second. Yeah. You probably couldn't see that, but I think I exploded his head, and not only did that, but he basically flew. Let me actually demonstrate that one more time as well. As you guys can see, the crosshair does change color when you're aiming at someone, which is pretty freaking awesome. Alright, so he's dead. Or she. Alright. Can we make his body fly? Not really. But yeah, you guys get the gist of it. So the powers. We're going to demonstrate some of the powers. And again, I was going to make this into 2 videos, but I figured why not make it into one big Crysis video. So here we go. Alright guys, so this is the feline, and some of the powers we got. Maximum armor, which you guys could probably tell, it gives you maximum armor, it gives you the armor, uses your suit's energy as armor, as we all know in the Crysis games.
Maximum speed.
Maximum speed gives you maximum speed. These are all pretty self-explanatory actually. So maximum speed, as you can see, makes you run quite a bit quicker. I'd say maybe 2.5 times quicker. Now the good news is it does not drain your energy as much as it did in the original Crysis game. That was freaking annoying. But yeah, maximum speed does indeed work very well. Your energy does retrieve pretty quickly, I think. Okay, and then we also have maximum strength. Now maximum strength, it does make your punches stronger and such in your melee. I don't think that really applies here, but it does give you a massive jump boost. As you guys can see, I jump like the freaking Hulk. Not as much as the Hulk, but you guys understand what I mean. And then next up we have Cloak, and guys, check this shit out. The Cloak does indeed work. Now unfortunately it does only work with the Crysis weapons. As you guys can see, you know, with any other weapons, your hands don't really work. You need this exact hand model, which by the way, if you want this hand model, again, I'll put all the links down in the description. So that's all the powers, guys. Oh, last one. Now, that's supposed to give you customizable weaponry of such, and I tried it with the customizable weaponry and it did not work, unfortunately, but for some reason in this mod, it just makes you drop the gun for some weird reason. So anyway, we're going to go back into this. We're going to demonstrate more of the guns. Next up is the feline. So guys, I don't know about you, but the feline was my go-to weapon in Crysis 2. Let's see how badass it is in this mod. Alright, so he's dead. So I'm just going to warn you guys, all these guns, basically one-shot kill. As you guys can see, he like lost a leg there, I think. I don't really know what's wrong with him, but I hope he's okay. Not really. Alright guys, so we're going to maneuver across the island real quick, just to really give you guys a good showcase of this lovely, lovely island map. I know it's not exactly reminiscent of the actual Crysis map, but, you know, the graphics aren't nearly as good. But hey, it's Garry's mod. So next up, guys, we have the FY-71. So we had the FY-69 before. This is the 71. We're going to shoot some soldiers and see how well they take a bullet. Alright guys, so again, I spawned some soldiers, and unfortunately, well, this thing actually has a pretty badass looking sight. So that's pretty cool. But unfortunately, these guys do not seem to be hostile. They just kind of sit around. In fact, they kind of... Oh my god, I shot his head open. In fact, they kind of look like the civilians from Half-Life. And of course, the blood decals do work on these guns very well. Now, I did actually add a few of these guns in, guys. The Gauss Rifle, the Predator Bow, the Scarab, and the K-Volt all were added in as extras. I'll put all those down in the description. This is going to be a very extensive video, guys. So sit down and relax. So we're going to So we're going to test out this Gauss Rifle thingy-majig. It looks just like the sniper rifle. Of course, it's a hell of a lot stronger than your average sniper rifle and a lot more highly advanced, but we're going to test it out. Alright guys, so I have some soldiers spawned across this lovely island. We're going to see how well they take a Gauss Rifle shot to the face. Not very well, guys. That's his brains on the ground. So this gun does not mess around, guys. If you want like a very accurate gun, this is the weapon you're looking for. I shot his freaking leg off. Did you guys see that? Okay, how about his hand? Can I shoot his hand off? Oh my god, you can, guys. Now again, this is using the Gib mod, which is a pretty badass mod if I do say so myself. I have outrageous amounts of ammo. Can we shoot his torso in half? No, we can't. That kind of sucks. Again, headshots. Oh my god, guys. This gun was made for the Gib mod. You can see the blood squirting out of his neck. Ugh. So, how you reload this is pretty badass. Again, very good work by the guy who made this mod. Next up, we have the Grendel. This was always a classic in Crysis 2, for me at least. Always killed so many people online with this gun. We have some more soldiers stacked up right here. As you guys can see, the iron sights stack up very well, and this gun is very freaking strong. I mean, you could toss these bodies around like they're freaking bouncy balls or something. In fact, okay, they do float. They do float indeed. You can like have a game of like toss the body across the water with your friends if you want, if you're into that kind of weird sick stuff. But the Grendel, guys, is always a good gun. So we're going to move on to the hammer, which is not a hammer, oddly enough. It is actually a pistol. In fact, it looks like a very high caliber pistol. And I'd say that's pretty accurate because I just shot that dude's head off in one shot. Okay, the leg takes quite a bit of shots, but as you guys can see, it does shoot his entire leg off. Whole leg, not the bottom. The whole freaking thing. Okay, you can indeed shoot limbs off when they're dead, I do believe. I'm not too sure, but that's the hammer. Now, guys, we're going to get into my territory. This is the HMG, or the heavy machine gun. Usually you guys hear LMG because HMGs aren't really meant to be held, but we're playing Crysis for Christ's sake. So, we're going to use an HMG because we have the nanosuit. Why the hell not? This gun is horrendously overpowered in Crysis 2. And I don't really see much of a difference here. In fact, it's probably just as overpowered as it was in the game, which is pretty badass. This was always the gun I'd reach for whenever I'd see some disgusting looking enemy. I'd pick up the HMG and say, hey, bud, you gotta get through me. And of course, he never did because Crysis is badass. Here we have the K-Volt, guys. This was one of my favorite guns in general in Crysis 2. It shoots like these bolt things out and it looks bad to the ass. Okay, so we got some more soldiers here, of course. And look at this thing, guys. This thing murdered in multiplayer. I'd be getting kill streaks after kill streaks with this mofo. And you guys can probably see why. I'm sure you guys have had the same if you played this game. I spawned so many of these guys just to demonstrate the armor. As you guys can see down there in the bottom right, indeed, I'm actually taking damage, and it's not hurting my health. It is hurting my armor. I'm going to kill these guys real quick, and I promise you guys before the video ends, I will demonstrate how the active camo works, and if it does indeed interrupt the sights of your enemies. So anyway, this right here was actually the Nova. Now we're going to show off the Marshall, which is a shotgun. Alright guys, here's the Nova, and of course, as you guys can see, my armor does indeed regenerate. Whoa, that's badass. If they throw frag grenades, it even tells me on the freaking map. Or not even on the map, just in my freaking screen. So, I don't know what kind of shotgun this is, guys, but they did not go cheap when it comes to the damage. This thing is blatantly overpowered. In fact, I shot that guy's head off. Literally, completely. Kasplat. Yeah, that's his head. And you can play with his body, of course, if you can with all the other weapons. Pretty damn crazy shotgun, honestly. And those guys did not stand a chance. So here we have an MK60, guys. Now, this is actually an LMG. This is a light machine gun. The HMG is the heavy machine gun, of course. And we're going to demonstrate again just the raw power of these machine guns. Look at this thing. Now again, guys, this was a favorite in multiplayer for me in Crysis 2. I loved using this thing. It's the first light machine gun you get. And I loved it to death, but it sucked. And, I mean, it was okay, but it was a beginner gun. I did indeed want the new, or the best LMG in the game, but I could never get to that far. Too many hackers. Alright guys, now we're going to get into the stealth part of this video, and we're going to be testing out the Predator Bow. We're going to go into Cloak. And by the way, guys, if you want to know, oh my god, I think it works. If you guys want to know how to activate this menu right here, you just bind a certain command. It'll say it on the mod page, on the HUD. And if you guys need further help, I'll help you in the comments. Just let me know. Look at this, guys. They don't even notice a thing. Literally, the cloak actually works. This is badass. If you guys want to reenact Crysis, you could play Crysis now in this freaking game. So we're going to kill one of these guys real quick. How about this guy? So one... Okay, they see me. That sucks. I did ruin all my energy. But oh my god, did you see that guy explode? These arrows apparently have explosive tips or something, because when you have the Git mod installed, I guess I don't know, something's just so strong that it makes them explode for some weird ass reason. So they have a frag grenade. I'm going to dodge that. I'm going to go back into cloak mode. And I'm going to try to sneak up on them. I'm going to try to kill this guy back here. Okay, so just like in Crysis, if you shoot, that's it. You're off cloak. It doesn't matter if you hit or miss. But oh my god, it doesn't even... Alright guys, so you couldn't see that last part, but I actually froze my game. Whoops. But we're all good now. So we're back here, and again guys, the Predator Bow. You already seen how beast this thing is. Next up is the Scarab Black Scoped. So this thing has scopes on scopes right here. And the Scar, guys, is the classic gun. In Crysis that we all know and love, we played it. It's the first gun we ever used. Not counting our fist, but that's not a gun anyway. So we're going to demonstrate this from range and see how well it shoots. Alright guys, so I'm going to demonstrate this using some of the powers that we have. Here we have maximum speed. Try to get behind the enemy. So the speed does work. And maximum armor. Alright, good. You can see my scope still. That's okay, we don't need it. Alright guys, check that out. I just used almost all the tactics. I kind of wish I would have used maximum strength to jump up here or something. But you guys get the point. So that works pretty damn well. Last but not least, guys, we have the Scarab, which was basically the first gun we ever used. The first real gun we used in Crysis 2. And again, this gun is a blatant classic, guys. Oh, the muzzle flash is insane. I can't even see where I'm shooting. Okay, it does work very well. It does kill people. The scope, I hate iron sights. You guys probably may or may not know. The gun's very shiny, which is awesome. It must have got like a chrome job or something, or maybe it's because the mad specular thing isn't working correctly. But that is it, guys. That is all the weapons. And that's pretty much all of it, though. Yeah, I showed you guys the player model. I showed you guys the HUD, which is badass, by the way. You guys couldn't tell. I showed you guys the player model, and that's basically it. So, guys, let me know what you guys think about this video by leaving a comment down below. Also, leave a like if you want, and leave a dislike if you didn't like it. And subscribe for more videos just like this if you want to see more Garry's mod showcases just like this. I'm working on a new intro right now, so I can't wait to get that finished and show you. It won't be on this video, but it will be out soon. And if you want to follow me on Facebook and Twitter down below, you can do that by clicking the links in the description. If you also want to use the mods that were in this video, they'll be down there as well to put them in your own Garry's mod. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, farewell.